Good morning, everybody. It's Miss Sharp here. Today we're working on Lesson 8 problem set. If you could find that in your green math workbook. Since we aren't meeting in group today, I made this video so you can follow along on the first few problems, and then I'll get you started and you can finish the last few on your own. So we're going to use a ruler as a number line to help us solve some addition and subtraction problems today. So let's look at number 1. Says that line A is blank centimeters long and line B is blank centimeters long. Then they're going to ask me what those lines measure together, and then they're going to ask if line A is longer or shorter than B and how much. So I'm actually not going to get out my ruler today. I'm going to use the ruler that they gave me on the worksheet. So if I look at line A, I notice that it starts at 6 centimeters and line A ends at 14 centimeters. So to find how many centimeters long line A is, I could write an equation or I could do some jumps. One way I could do it is to start at 6 and count up my jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my answer for line A is 8 centimeters. Another way I could think about it is if line A ends at 14 and begins at 6 centimeters, I just need to find the difference between those two. So 14 minus 6 is equal to 8, just like those 8 jumps. So line A is 8 centimeters long. Let's look at line B. Line B starts at 2 centimeters. Line B ends at 11 centimeters. So I could make some jumps, or I could do a subtraction equation. I'll start with the subtraction equation. If it starts at 2 and ends at 11, and I'm finding the difference, my subtraction equation would be 11 minus 2. And I know that 11 minus 2 is 9. But I want to check with my jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, so from 2 to 11, I made 9 jumps, or 9 centimeters. I traveled 9 centimeters. So C says, together lines A and B measure blank centimeters. When I see that word together, I know that I need to add the length of line A and B. So my equation would be 8 plus 9. I'm going to give you just a few seconds to figure that out. What is 8 plus 9? Well, I know that 8 plus 8 is 16, and I know that 9 is 1 more than 8, so I just need to add 1 to make 17. Did you get 17? All right, let's look at D. Line A is blank centimeters longer or shorter than line B. So let's look at our difference. Look at line A. 8 centimeters and 9 centimeters. So is 8 larger or smaller than 9? That's right. 8 is shorter. So I'm going to circle the word shorter. But how much shorter is 8 than 9? What's the difference? Yep, it's just 1 centimeter shorter. So line A is 1 centimeter shorter than line B. Let's look at number 2. There's a lot of words. A cricket jumped 5 centimeters forward and 9 centimeters back, and then stopped. If the cricket started at 23 on the ruler, where did the cricket stop? Show your work on the broken centimeter ruler. That is a lot of steps. So I'm going to underline the important information. He jumped 5 centimeters forward. So forward means I'm going this way. 9 centimeters back. Backwards would mean this way. So I'll draw those arrows just to remind myself. Then he stopped. But he started at 23. This is a broken ruler. So he's going to start right here. So I'm going to mark that with a dot. So I know that's where he started. And then they want to know where he stopped. And we have to show our work. So we're going to show that work using some jumps. So let's start at 23. He went 5 centimeters forward. So let's jump 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that was 5 centimeters forward. He's at 28. But then he went backwards. So let's go backwards now. Maybe I'll make those jumps a little bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So he ended up right here at 19 centimeters. So I'm going to write that sentence. The cricket stopped at 19 centimeters. Lesson 2 of Lesson 8 problem set, you have 2 problems to answer. I'm going to get you started on number 3 and then let you do number 4 on your own. Question 3 says, each of the parts of the path below is 4 length units. What's the total length of the path? Blank length units. So in order to solve this problem, I need to do some labeling of each part of the path. How many length units did it say it was? Oh yeah, 4. I noticed that they didn't use the word centimeter or meter. That's what we've been measuring in, but they just say length units. So all we need to do when we label each side is write a 4. So this part of the path is 4 length units. This part of the path is 4 length units. This part of the path is 4 length units. This is 4, 4. As we go up, another 4, down the path is another 4, and then over is 4. The question is, what is the total length of the path? They want to know how much all this is together. So I need to add all of those parts. There's a few ways I could do that. I'm going to start by writing an equation. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus that 4 plus that one plus 4 and 4. I want to double check because that was a lot of 4s. I need to make sure that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 4s because there were 8 parts of that path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to think about how I'm going to find my total. I could combine some of these 4s to make 8. I might even combine 3 of the 4s to make 12. Maybe I'm comfortable skip counting by 4s. what I might do is combine 2 4s together to make 8. And then these 2 4s together to make 8. And then these 2 4s together to make 8. And then the last 2 4s. Now I need to add 8 4 times. Well, I know my doubles. I know 8 and 8 is 16. So this 8 and this 8 is also 16. So instead of having to add all of these 4s together, I'm left with just one equation, 16 plus 16. That made my life a lot simpler. So I think I'll come over here in some blank space and write 16 plus 16. How might we solve 16 plus 16? I think I will create a number bond. I'd like to pull out 10 from this 16 and I'm left with 6. I know that 16 plus 10, I know that's 26. So then I just need to add 6. So my problem becomes 26 plus 6. What did you find as your answer? 32. Did you get 32? If you didn't, double check your work. Just read number 4 and do some labeling, and then I'm going to let you do that one on your own. Ben took 2 different ways home from school to see which way was the quickest. All streets on Route A are the same length. All streets on Route B are the same length. Okay, so Route A, I see this key. Route A is a straight, or it's just a dark line. Route B is my dotted line. So this is Route A, this is Route B. How long are each of the parts of Route A? Oh yeah, they're 5 meters. And my problem says that all the streets are the same length. So if this is 5, this length is 5, this length is 5, this one is 5, this is 5, 5, and 5. Are the dotted lines. And my problem says that all of the streets on Route B are the same length. So you are going to label 7 meters for each of those lengths. When you go to answer these questions, how many meters is Route A? Make sure you draw or write an equation to show that you add all of the parts of Route A. For part B, how many meters is Route B? Make sure you write an equation to show how many times you added that 7 and find your total answer. Your last question says, what is the difference between Route A and Route B? I think that one of these paths is going to be longer than the other. So to find the difference, we need to subtract so we can figure out exactly how much larger one path is than the other. Do you think Route A is longer or Route B? Solve these problems and figure it out. I can't wait to see what you come up with. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next week. Bye.